Hey guys, I'm Ron Lyons and I'm the founder of the Celina Business Network. And I want to say welcome to this. Whether you have joined or you're just thinking about it, welcome to this. And I hope that if you don't know about it right now, that you will know a whole lot more in a few minutes and that you will become a very active part of the Celina Business Network over the next few years. And I'll just tell you this right now, you found the way to grow your business if you are local to Celina and Prosper or the surrounding areas. And that's a claim that I want to make right out of the gates. I want to tell you right now that if you'll follow our lead, if you'll follow my lead, if you will come along this journey with me and with us, meaning other business owners, then guess what? You're going to do very, very well here. And I realize that there are many networking groups. There's a Chamber of Commerce out there. There are these business gurus, so to speak, out there, these self-proclaimed business gurus out there. And there's a lot of opportunities for you to join these things and to participate, but most of them don't actually move the needle for you when it comes to getting results for your business. If you're not in the in crowd or if you're not in the inner circle, you're probably not going to benefit much from being a chamber member. Now, you're going to get your little ribbon cutting and you're going to get your meetings to go to and supposedly network possibly. You can get you a stale muffin and a cold cup of coffee and a few handshakes. And hopefully you can build some relationships out of that will actually lead to more and better business for you, but usually not. The only thing you can really count on is another bill whenever it comes time, another invoice when it's time for you to pay your dues again. Now, the Celina Business Network, it is literally not at all about the cliques or the inner circles or politics or any of that stuff. And unfortunately, in small towns, and Celina and Prosper are both still small towns, those arenas like chambers of commerce and some of the networking groups and some of those things are very, very much affected by local politics. And that's just simply not going to help you when you need to build your business, when you need to grow your business, and when you need to be successful, which I assume you do, or you wouldn't be listening to me talk right now. So let me tell you what we expect at the Celina Business Network. We actually do expect you to show up. We do expect you to engage. And we really prefer if you can look to other members within the Celina Business Network to hire whenever it comes time for you to use a service or whenever you need some sort of a professional to do something for you, like accounting or someone to build a fence or maybe a restaurant to eat at. And of course, it's not always possible to do that, but we encourage it strongly. There's no exclusivity in this group. This is open to anyone who is either a business person, owns a business, or is trying to grow their business as an independent contractor, possibly. Maybe you're an insurance person, an insurance salesperson, or a real estate person. You might not have an actual brick and mortar location, and that's totally good, but you need to have a desire to succeed, a desire to increase your revenue, and most likely your income, your paycheck. You also need to want to help other people because you can't just come out here and grab a lot of stuff for yourself. You've got to be able to kind of pay it forward and help other people as well. And you have a lot to offer. You have experiences, you have knowledge, you have wisdom. And when we pull all of that stuff together in the Celina Business Network, guess what? There's going to be an awful lot of success to go around. So let me tell you what we're going to do. You're not joining this to be in a social circle. You're not going to have people sharing recipes or doing any of that kind of stuff. Like I said before, we're not doing kids' trophies on here or anything. You know it's all business people, and you know our mission is to grow, to become better, to really make more money. And so here's something that I'm going to say. If you join and if you engage and if you participate and if you do the things that we're going to show you, teach you, and lead you to do, if you take those opportunities, then guess what? You are going to grow. You are going to increase that revenue and you are going to increase that income. A lot of people wouldn't set out there and be brave enough, and I'm being really nice when I say that. They're not being very brave when they go out there and say, well, we can't say that. We don't want to come across that. We can't make promises. Well, guess what? I can make promises. If you're going to do this, do it and do it right. Hop on board and actually join a group of people who are going to go out there and get the job done. And so we have an awful lot of successful people within this community, and we're going to pull all of those people together as resources, and we're going to offer things like boot camps, and we're going to have networking, we're going to have coffees, get-togethers, Zoom meetings, and we're going to do classes. We're going to do all kinds of things. And I want you to understand something else too. You may kind of get this from my tone. Although I love the idea of everyone cheering everyone on, we have become as a society a little too inclined to do that. If you're on a team now and you go out there and you miss a shot or you do something really silly and you kind of gaff the play, it's likely that you're going to have an awful lot of people wrapping around you on that team saying, good job, good job, good job, when in reality, you know that wasn't a good job. Back in the day, we would have been like, that's not awesome, but you know what? Let's get the next one. And I don't hear a whole lot of that going on anymore. Now it's all good job, good job, good job, even when it's not a good job. So if you want a real coach, if you want reality, if you want real motivation, then that's what we're going to provide here. So it may come across as a little harsh. And if you're a kumbaya person and you don't like the realities, if you don't like the coaching, if you don't like the direct shots and the, kind of sometimes in your face when it needs to be, then this is probably not your group. And there are plenty of groups that you can go and sit down and smile and drink your cold coffee and eat your stale muffin and pay your dues and get what you get, which is not much. But hey, you know what? You're not going to have to put up with somebody who's actually trying to lead or coach you. So if you're ready to grow, and I mean really grow, then you're in the right place. And you've watched this video this far, then I believe you probably are motivated to succeed. So this is what I'll say. Welcome. Welcome to the Celina Business Network.